Hello, my name is Mokapin Charles and this is my video presentation for the industrial design project. Firstly, I would like to take you to a tour to our user interface. While I'm turning on, the design is going to take a little bit while to turn on. Then I'll explain the device configuration. Then we have the Nextion display at the top and the custom design PCB at the bottom that consists of a battery, microcontroller and the LoRa radio module. So on the user interface, I took the concept while designing the graphic user interface, the concept of a smartphone. So we can see that we've got the battery percentage, we've got the time and date, and the menu where we can go to menu and explore some other stuff. So here we've got the settings. I'm gonna go into the settings. We've got our time and date where we can set our time then and a date. Then we've got the brightness where I can reduce and increase the brightness of the device, then save if it's necessary. Then we go back, we've got the scale. On the scale part, notice that we've got the signal in dBm. This states that we can get the scale is responding. Then we've got the weight in kgs. If I'm going to hit the measure, then it's going to show that it's measuring whether the weight going up or down depending on whatever the weight that I'm putting on the actual physical scale. Then there's a hold function. And there is a save button where I can save my data. So you'll notice that there is a data, there's a 1, then there's a description that says data will be saved at position 1. For example, if you are measuring the first object, then you can maybe, if the first object's weight is around 10 kg, you can save. Then it's gonna be stored on the data bank that we're going to explain right now, So the data bank consists of 10 array positions where we can store up to 10 weights or measurements. Then there's a net accumulate where I can accumulate all the weight that I'm measuring. Then there's a tear or zero where I can zeroing or cancelling whatever the weight that is currently on the scale, then measuring another weight at the top. Then there is a calibrate function where I can just press the calibrate, then the scale will calibrate itself. Then we go back, we've got the data bank. I'm going in, so as you can see, we've got from 1 to 10 on the data bank array. Then we've got the accumulated data where I can see my accumulated weight. So now I'm gonna hit a read. This is all the data that was stored on the array. I can print if I want to, but right now I'm just going to discuss about the user interface. I'm going to clear the array. This message page is going to pop up saying that am I sure that I want to clear the data, and saying that the print is advised. I'm going to proceed and clear everything so that we can start with our measurements. I can read again, then I just want to cancel or clear everything. Then now we've got everything cleared. I'm gonna go back. Then we've got the last one, it's the printer. This is the printer section. Then we also have the signal in dBm showing that the printer is responding. Then on the printer section, we've got the animal. I can maybe put the animal name, maybe the cow or the sheep. Then the animal code, whatever that is been written on the ear tag. Then the weight. Please note, on the weight, it's possible that you can put the weight manually, but the smartest way to do this is just to read on the data bank. Maybe if you store the weight that you want to print the data on, you can just select the bank 1, bank 2 on the positions, or you can either select the net weight, whatever that was accumulated on the net accumulated part, you can just press, then it's gonna show up there. So then you don't need to do anything difficult. Then we've got the price. You can set the price and write the price and the customer name and the customer ID. These are very important maybe when you need to sell your when you need to sell your stock to someone or to a customer. You can also print, but now notice that some of the fields are not filled. Some of the fields are not filled. Now I'm going to hit the print. Now it's gonna pop up the message that one or more fields are blank. Then do I really want to print? I'm gonna cancel, say I don't want to print. Then that is all done with the user interface. Then we've got the scale. We've got the scale here. We've got the printer. Then this is a wireless printer. It's just receiving the commands from the user interface. And we've got the scale down here, where I'm going to request the measured weight from the scale. This is our scale. This is our scale, where I'm going to put whatever that I want to, the object that I want to measure the weight. Then I'm going to, on the interface, I'm going to hit the read or measure. Then it's gonna measure the weight, whatever that the object on the scale. So right now, I'm going to ask the person who's helping me to get the video, to capture the video, to stand on the scale to measure his weight. We've got the bathroom scale right here. So he's gonna stand and record his weight. So we can see his weight is plus or minus around 75. I'm gonna go with 75. Now if you go, we're gonna go to our user interface. Then right now I'm going to get the camera. Then I'm gonna put the user interface right here. Then can you please step out of the scale first so that I can do the calibration? It's very advised so that maybe you remove everything, because when you go to the scale function, it will auto send the commands to the scale. That's commanding the scale to 0 and calibrate itself. Then I'm going to the scale section. Then we can see that the scale is responding. We've got the dBm signal strength. Then I'm just going to hit the measure so that I can see what is there any weight on the scale. So we can see that there is a weight, but it's going down. That is nice. I'm just gonna hit the calibrate. Then on the status, it's gonna state that it's calibrating. Then I'm gonna do the scale zeroing. I'm gonna hit the scale zeroing. There's scale zeroing. It's going down, so we've got at least 2 kgs. Can you please shake those stuff around at the... Yep, you're good. All right. So I think there was some sort of connection error there. Now my partner is gonna stand on the scale. Notice that there is one load cell that is not well calibrated or does not working, so we are going to use 3 load cells, but we have spotted the accurate block where we're going to measure our weight. So as he stands on the scale, we can see his weight is measured 75 and the status is stable. I'm going to record his weight, save. It's saved. Then I'm also gonna do my weight as well, so that we can get at least more data that we can print. So this is my weight. It's around, I'll say 98 kg. Then I am going to stand on the scale as well. So that's my weight right there, and the status says the measurement is stable, so which means I can save the data. Now it's stored on the accumulated, or on the array position 2, the first one, but if you say save, it's going to auto increment. Now we can go to the net. I can store the net accumulation. Then we can go back and hit the data bank. I'm reading the data. Then the previous weight, the first person's weight was 75. My weight was 99. then it stores on the data array. I want to print this data array. Let's go to the printer. So here's the printer. Just go back a little bit. Okay, I'm hitting the print. So the printer is printing right now. Alright. So you can see that all the data from the data bank has been printed. Now we can even go to the printer itself. Then we request the data from position 1. It says it's 75. That was stored on position 1 for the first person's weight. My weight, I remember it was 99. Here's my weight, 99. I can just press to see which data I want to print. Then I can put the animal name and everything. Then I can either press the net weight. Then you can just put the net weight there. I'm just going to print just to save some time. I'm just going to hit the print. It's going to ask me that I want to print even the blank spaces or unfilled fields. Then I'm going to proceed. Then the printer is going to print wirelessly. Everything is wirelessly. Alright. Okay, the aim of the project was to design the advanced livestock scale with the adaptive algorithm. This is the algorithm that is used so that we have the user interface that controls multiple devices at the same time. So in this way, we have achieved our aim and all the objectives of the project. Thank you.